inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw right away is Watson.
And right away he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Derek Hall. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll take this to the 46. You can look at this Browns defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Taking it right down Broadway.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A quick throw out to Lockett.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
The Seahawks at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's the rookie. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys. On base and scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Smith.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Fights off the defender.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside. My scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he'll make it over to the 43, a gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's the second-year back, Pierre Strong.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. And it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And now look at him go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw is Watson. And the Seahawks to him, and they bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It'll almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Smith.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And now Smith going to change the play. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now Geno. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Up the middle, it's Chubb. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, but at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. Muscles him off. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Now Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Hopkins' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. They'll run with Strong. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown! David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 52 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, it's Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down and 3. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you want to get back into the game. These are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him.
Those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Smith going to move him around. Geno now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on second down is Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Back to throw, Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Grant Delpit drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Myers' kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Eskridge, the man in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and 3.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. 2nd and 10. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Another run. Again, it's Dallas. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turn.